What's up? It's another episode of Solo vs. 1000. This week it's Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee. Fight the powers that be.
Doctor?
Come on, what?
Always do the right thing.
On the hottest day of the year in a street in the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of Brooklyn, everyone's hate and bigotry smolders and builds until it explodes into violence. This is the review for Do the Right Thing, 1989, Spike Lee. So, starts off with a bunch of dancing from Mookie's girlfriend's character, that I cannot remember her name, to Public Enemy's Fight the Power. Fight the power! And then just goes into this, what appears to be a slice of life film from this section, this neighborhood in Brooklyn, where there's not really a star, there's not really a main character, it's the community, the family that this neighborhood is. But slowly, as it progresses, you just start feeling more and more tension, racial tension, which is kind of just a staple of Spike Lee movies at this point, which is definitely evident in his most recent release of BlacKkKlansman. If you had to pick out a star of the film, it would be Mookie, who is played by Spike Lee himself, and he works at Sal's Famous Pizzeria, where you got Sal, seems like a pretty good guy throughout the majority of the film, but then you got his sons, Pino, played by John Turturro, and Vito, played by Richard Edson, and Sal himself is played by Danny Alejo. Pino is racist, and he not slowly, just starts letting that show throughout the film. And it gets to a point where he wants to fire Mookie solely because of what his skin color is, which, not cool. But the way Spike Lee transitions in between each person's stories is incredible. It's just kind of like a play of the camera. Like, he'll just be following one character and then it'll pick up on another. And then we'll be following that character for a little bit. There's Bugging Out. It's trying to organize a boycott from Sal's Pizzeria because he only has Italian Americans on the Wall of Fame as opposed to anybody that's African American. Bugging Out thinks that's not cool. Sal has his reasonings because he's Italian. Really what goes to show with this movie is that pride, regardless, can lead to horrible things. The last 30 minutes of this movie are so powerful, man. Like, it just goes to show that the only way to fix things is through love, not hate, which you can see that through Radio's character. He talks about love and hate. He has the full fist knuckle rings that one says love, one says hate. He has his whole speech about it. Basically, throughout this entire film, is just talking about how we just need to love everybody. Like, there's no point in hate. And even if the last 30 minutes weren't even there, it'd be a great movie, but the last 30 minutes of the movie just drive home that this is possibly one of the best slice of life, like, racial talking points ever put to film. I mean, Spike Lee just knows how to drive that message. I mean, even back like 20-something years ago, almost 30 years ago now. The rating I'm going to give this is going to be a 4 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. Let's go with that. I mean, it's not a perfect movie, but that's rare. Like 4.5 out of 5. Basically perfect. This movie was incredible. Like, it had me from the get-go. I'm gonna have to watch more of Spike Lee's movies. This is only the second one that I've seen. I've seen this one now and BlacKkKlansman, and a lot of TV spots for that one NBA 2K movie he made. But check this out on Patreon. It's gonna be posting there first. See you a week later if it's not in the cards for you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe down below. This has been the Sounds Good podcast. Solo vs. 1000. See you next time. We're going to be watching Citizen4. It is a documentary about Edward Snowden. Thanks.
Fight the power!